You ever see a shader so advanced it makes you question your own texture? Well, this is Unreal Engine 5, and I'll tell you. Let me tell you something. This global illumination here, it's not just light. It's storytelling. Every bounce of light, every soft shadow stretched across this landscape, it's a narrative. The sun doesn't just rise, it reveals trauma. The way it gazes the mossy stones. That's ancestral memory. You see that tree over there? That's not just a tree. That's a ray trace reconstruction of resilience. A moment of growth, pain, and textural streaming. This grass, that's generational suffering rendered in 16-bit vertex displaced agony. Each blade individually lit, individually lost, like thoughts you had as a child, forgotten, but still waving in the wind. This is Unreal Engine 5. Look at the flowers and the grass. Look at the beauty. Look at the detail, the textures. Look at the graphical enchantments, updated textures, lighting, animations, lumen-based global illumination, nanite virtualized geometry, virtual shadow. That's what I call high fidelity ray trace reflections. They don't know nothing about that. They're not ready for it. Look at the rock. Look at the 3 trees reflecting off of the pond. I call that photorealistic texture streaming. Unreal Engine 5. 2025, this is gaming. This is Oblivion, this is Elder Scrolls 6, and 2025 remastered on the unrealest of engines. Dynamic teleciation streaming. Pipelines. But look at his slices as they graze deeply into the wood surface. I call that volumetric fog and God rays. Unreal Engine 5. Look at the detail in his armor as he's clacking around as he's walking. Adaptive mesh instancing mixed with a little pixel perfect temporal anti-aliasing. Look at those eyes. Those aren't just shaders. That's regret powered by Lumen. Listen. I don't just walk through this world.
I'm listening.
I descend into it. Every stutter, a reminder that beauty costs something and I'm willing to pay in frame. This right here, this is a reminder that 2 FPS isn't a performance issue, it's a choice. It's the game saying slow down, feel this, exist here. Unreal Engine 5. We're talking 16K normal maps layered
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if the council is in session.
We're talking 16K normal maps
All
layered.
visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if council is in session.
We're talking 16K normal. My feet aren't just touching dirt. They aren't just touching concrete. They're merging with Hyperial. Photographic-based biome. Some games run, but this game endures. Every frame it loads is an act of courage. A single trembling render step against the crushing weight of the performance expectations. Now, as we enter this encounter, I want you to forget about performance, let go of smoothness, because what you are seeing right now, this isn't lag, this is real-time art powered by Unreal Engine 5. My feet, not just the ground, it's virtual height field terrain layered with displacement mapping and runtime texture blending. This isn't a game, it's a lesson. A meditation on time, on sacrifice, on what it means to truly wait. Because when you play this, you're not just waiting for the next frame. You're waiting for understanding. You're waiting to become worthy of the next pixel. The dirt shifts beneath me like a memory. Every footstep processed through dynamic surface response. Look at the rocks around me. These aren't just set pieces. They're nanite scan geometry brought in at film quality resolution. Because when you play this, it's deliberate. A resistance and instant gratification, a refusal to cater the impatient. Every stutter is a spiritual checkpoint. Remember that. Unreal Engine 5. And stream with virtual geometry compression. Even in this low light, you can still see the surface detail breathing in the shadows. And the grass, sparse, damp, barely swaying. Each blade represents a vector, based wind physics with lumen global illumination. Even near darkness, it reflects just enough light to show you it's alive, not animated, simulated. Turn your eye. What is a loading screen if not a metaphor for growth? Stuck between what is and what could be. You don't mash buttons to skip, you stare. You sit in the silence of the renders. You become the buff. Unreal Engine 5. It's to the water, still reflective, cold, not just a shader. It's built for real-time screen slate refraction, caustic projection, and dynamic fluid response. Even in the dark, you can feel its depth. It doesn't shimmer, it remembers. And yes, the fight is running at 5 frames per second, but my swings are delayed. My dodges stutter, but that's not failure of code, that's narrative pacing through temporal rendering bottlenecks. Unreal Engine 5 isn't rushing, it's crafting. People talk about immersion, but have they ever truly been inside the game? So deep, so tangled in the shaders and shadows that even you start buffering? You don't just control the character anymore. You are the character. Frozen, still, rendered with flaws, yet present. You ever look into an NPC's eyes and feel like they're the only one who gets it? Not because they're real, but because they're suffering too. Looping the same walk cycle, living that same life at 15 FPS. Still, they go on. See, while they were attacking at full frame, I was thinking in cinematic time. Every block was a prayer. Every parry was a gamble. Every hit I took, a lesson, rendered in pain and dropped in frames. Unreal Engine 5. They said I couldn't win with a frame rate like this. They said I needed performance. They said I needed responsiveness. But I had something stronger. Unreal determination. Optimism. And an RTX 3070. Do you know what it's like to take damage before the animation even plays? To see your health bar drop and not know how you survive. That's not gameplay, that's grit. I don't fight in real time, I fight in unreal time. Unreal Engine 5, slow, broken, beautiful. Because anyone can win when the system runs smooth, but me, I win when the system begs me to quit. And you know what? I'll do it again, 1 frame at a time. Now, you see, this journey wasn't smooth, it wasn't fast, it wasn't even stable, but it was real. So real that it was unreal. I didn't need high frames to make progress. I didn't need flawless mechanics to find meaning. I just needed one thing, to keep going. Because greatness isn't measured in FPS. It's measured in how many times you refuse to quit. Even when the world around you is stuttering and ecstatic. I lagged. I froze. I crashed. And somehow, I still made it here. If you're out there stuck at 5 frames per second in a game, in a life, and whatever you're fighting through, just remember, you don't have to move fast. You just have to move forward. Unreal Engine. We're talking 16K normal maps layered with... Dude, I'm on 9 frames! Alright, hold on.
That was fun.
I gotta change my graphics.
See you around.
Dude, it looks like a slideshow right now.
Yo, now you're lagging. Got out the chat 3 times.
Alright, next slide, please. Next slide.